What's up, guys? It's me, Michael Gibbons, and I don't know why I'm doing this so late, but it's actually like 3 a.m. in the morning, and I just felt the need to make a video because I came across this video, which really sparks my heart because it's about animals. And if you guys haven't known by now, I love animals. Animals are my life. Like, just yeah, you probably get it. But I came across this video, a recent video that came up this month called Animals Who Can Talk. Top 10 Animals Who Can Talk. Now, I'm actually interested in this movie. Video, sorry. Because, I pretty much know the animals they're probably going to have in this top 10 list. But I want to see how they depict them and what intel they give them. So here we go.
Animals are very intelligent creatures. Even to this day, scientists
That was loud. We got it.
are discovering new traits. Animals are very intelligent creatures. Even to this day, scientists are discovering new traits and behaviors in animals that have been around for many years. So let's take a look at the top 10 animals that can talk. Getting this list started in at number 10 with goat. There are countless videos on YouTube of goats screaming like humans, and it is absolutely hilarious. Although they are not clearly making any sense, they strangely sound a lot like humans do. Well, maybe I sound like that. I'm not sure if the majority of them sound like that, but according to scientists, we shouldn't be fooled by their appearance because goats are as emotional, loving, and just as clever. Moving into number 9, we have Einstein, the African gray parrot. He is a 20-year-old parrot that has a vocabulary.
Why'd they just pick a specific parrot? Why didn't they just say all parrots? I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, okay, I gotta put a sheet on. I got the AC on right now because there's some mosquitoes in my room and they're really pissing me off. So I'm turning on this AC to like the lowest extent to 64 to just like see if I'll just freeze them to death, just kill them, But so I'm just having this cover on, But I've heard of this parrot called Einstein. I've watched a couple of their videos of them talking, but Einstein isn't the only African gray parrot or parrot in general that talks. There's other parrots out there who talk and understand what they say in context. Him and if they really wanted to pick a certain parrot, they should have picked Alex. Alex understands what he says. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Alex is this African gray parrot that sadly died at the age of 30? It was in his 30s, which is only half the life expectancy. Whatever, you know what I mean, of the lifespan of an African gray parrot, because parrots live to be like 70 or 80. It's like crazy how long they live. But why just a specific parrot? You could do just all parrots.
Vocabulary of about 200 words, and also he comes with a sassy personality.
Can you say your name? Stop. Can you tell everybody hi?
Hello. He became famous when his impersonation of Matthew McConaughey went viral right here on YouTube. Alright. He is able to mimic human sounds and movements, and he is also a very talented singer and dancer. This bird has way more talent than I do. Nock the beluga whale swims its way into number 8. Nock learned to mimic the speech of this human handler earlier on in life back in 1984, when he was about 9 years old. Nock said his first words. However, his mimicking suddenly stopped when he reached sexual maturity. 4 years later, the fact that he was able to mimic humans at all is just absolutely amazing. Audie the pug talked its way into number...
Yeah, more intel on that story. The thing was, when they got the whale, when they had the whale in the tank, a bunch of handlers had noticed that there was like human sounds coming from Knox exhibit, right? They didn't know where it was coming from until a diver went inside his tank and was like, I guess he was cleaning the screen, and then he got out. And apparently, from what he said, he thought someone told him to get out, but it turned out to be the whale. So, yeah, I don't know why the whale stopped talking when he reached sexual maturity. I hope that's not just like something all whales do, because if he could do it, then other beluga whales can, but I hope that whole thing about the sexual maturity thing isn't something that happens with all whales. I think that was just him individually, because that would be kind of weird that he'll just stop talking, like I want the whale to talk like forever, just like a human. I didn't know pugs could talk.
Number 7. His vocabulary only includes 3 words, but that's more than enough to win our hearts over. He was featured on The Late Night Show with David Letterman and The Oprah Winfrey Show, and he would say, I love you.
I love you.
The audience seems to absolutely love him. Coming at number 6, we have Mishka the Husky. There are some Siberian Huskies that have been known to talk using long whining noises, but Mishka has a very special and unique talent. She has a growing vocabulary, and she has a bunch of key phrases such as hello, I love you, and I'm hungry. I like those 3 words. Take a look for yourselves. I mean, is this real life right now? That was absolutely incredible. Lucy the Chimp makes her way into number 5. A university professor and his wife raised Lucy as if she was a human. They taught her how to eat with silverware, sit at a dinner table, and even dress herself. I mean, I'm a little bit confused with what's going on right now. To help her communicate, they had a primatologist teach her rudimentary sign language. She even learned more than 140 words, which she used regularly. Although she never spoke out loud, she was one of the first ever chimpanzees to use sign language fluently, and she was able to understand what she's saying. Number 4 brings us to Blackie the cat. Cats usually make meowing sounds, but Blackie is different. He is trained to say, I love you and I want my mama. Blackie has made countless appearances on local TV and radio shows throughout the late 1970s, all of which were paid. However, when the owners took Blackie's act to the streets, they were brought to court because they were told that they would need to get a business license in order to have Blackie perform. Maybe the other performers were just a little intimidated by this. Flying into number 3 is Mischief, the white-necked raven. Ravens are extremely intelligent animals that can mimic human speech. They are known to mimic other noises such as car engines and other animal and bird calls. Ravens have the ability to communicate a variety of messages, and this is why they have earned the status of being one of the most intelligent species of bird. Here's a clip of Mischief the raven displaying his talents.
Hi, Mister. Hi.
Hoover the talking seal swims its way into number 2. Hoover was just a baby when his human owners rescued him back in 1971. He quickly outgrew his tub, and that's when he began to live in the pond outside his home. That's where Hoover learned how to speak and imitate voices, including a thick New England accent. Eventually, he was moved to New England Aquarium, where he entertained audience by saying, well, hello there, and get out of here. That's kind of rude. And finally, at our number 1 spot is
That was the seal? Christ! I really thought that was a human. Like, when I heard the seal talking, I thought that was a human's voice. And I was, like, waiting for, like, the seal to talk. But that was actually the whole seal? I gotta hear that again.
Out of here. That's kind of rude. And finally, at our number 1 spot is we have Koshik the elephant. Elephants are my favorites because they're so damn smart.
I was just thinking if they were gonna have this elephant in the number 1, and he is. I know about this elephant too.
Koshik has a small but impressive vocabulary of Korean. He only knows 5 words, which are hello, sit down, no, lie down, and good.
Filmed at the zoo near Seoul, he managed one, shoa, which means good.
He doesn't seem to understand what he's saying, but his ability to mimic the words at all is unprecedented. His trainer said that he learned to imitate human words in 2004, and they claim that's because of his close contact with humans throughout his lifetime. Well, there you guys have it. Those are animals that can talk. Do you guys have any animals that can talk? Let me know in the comment section.
Was that, does he live in North Korea or South Korea? Just curious. But you could teach an elephant to understand what he says. I mean, I wonder if this coexists with African elephants, because, like, he's an Indian elephant. So, but just like I said, he was one elephant that I know or have heard of or has been recorded to talk. Now, I don't know if this elephant could be able to speak English. Could he be able to reproduce English words? And, I'm sure other elephants can, but can African elephants do it? And if they could they be able to do English words? I'm curious to know. And, the thing is, when I get, well, even now, I'm saving up money. And I'm on the verge of getting the talking birds, right? Like, because those are the animals that I can afford in the category, you know? But, I'm planning on getting, like, all the best talking birds, because I've been doing a lot of research, you know? And I've wanted to get, like, the African greys, the myna birds, the budgies, and ravens, you know? Well, just one raven, you know? The ones that talk. Teach them to talk and understand what they say, you know? Have a bunch of, like, you know, conversation with both of the animals. Now, I probably shouldn't have said that in this video because I want to keep it like a secret. But I don't think anyone's gonna listen to this, you know? But basically, I just really want to have a bunch of animals that I can talk to. And then after the birds, I get a bunch of monkeys. Now, I teach the monkeys to do sign language. You know, so, no, I mean, I get like a capuchin and a macaque. But I've been hearing about macaque monkeys are actually able to talk. But there's something about what people are saying that their brain isn't wired for speech, which I don't think so, because they said all primates. Now I don't know if they meant all primates that went for all primates, like they can be able to talk but their brains aren't wired to talk. Now I don't know if that goes for all primates, because I have seen videos of chimps, bonobos, and some orangutans who can say a few words. Now, not like very, very clearly, but clearly enough for you to understand it if you were to say hear it, you know? So, I don't think it has something to do with the wiring. I think it just has something to do with how the animal is raised and how much attention and how much encouragement and how much willingness the animal wants to try and communicate with his or her companions, you know? But, yeah, no, I don't know if I'll get any other animals. I might probably. But as far as right now, the main animals I want to get is the talking birds. All the talking birds I can think of. The best talking birds. Sorry, I yawning. What time is it? It's 3:34. It's got enough time. I'm still wide awake. I think I'll watch a movie. You know? But yeah, man, wait. There is one thing I want to know. I want to know I've been hearing about how parrots talk, like how parrots, there are some parrots out there who have very large vocabularies, right? What I want to know is, what is the, per se, limit to those vocabularies? Like, how many words can a parrot say? What is the limit, or if there is a limit, to how many words an individual parrot can say? Now, I know not every parrot is different. There are some parrots who only say 100 words, some parrots who won't say anything, and some parrots who can say over 1,000 words, But is 1,000 words the most words any parrot can say? Or is there just like every bird? I mean, like, the only way you'd be able to know is if you had gotten every single parrot in the world, taught them to speak, and just list them all out and see which one talks the most. But even then, like, I guess new generations talk more and more and more than the rest, You can never know. But I've been hearing that I don't think there is a limit. Because, like, some parrots will only say a bunch of 300 words and then they just stop. But then if you teach the bird, tutor the bird a lot, even a macaw who doesn't even say anything more than 30 words can actually say over 200 words, So I think it just has to do with a lot of factors, like the amount of teaching that's being put into it, the environment, and the individual bird that is willing to learn, But I don't think there is a limit. Like, I want to know if a parrot can be able to say as many words as like a human can, like around 3,000 words. If they could, that would be awesome. Because then I could be able to like have a full-blown conversation. And the fact that parrots live very long, they can learn new words throughout their whole life. But I think the reason why most parrots only know like 300 words is because most words are forgotten throughout their life, When a bird's born, they'll, because birds live up to be like 70 years old. In a household, well, they'll come across certain things, right? But then, say if the owner has to move somewhere, go somewhere, they don't see those old things. So those words aren't really used a lot anymore. So then they're just like forgotten, I hope that's the real reason. But, yeah, I mean, as far as Griffin talks, I mean, my parrot Griffin, he talks, but he's actually learning. He's actually learning new words. Now, I've heard a lot of people say how conures don't talk a lot. Now that's not really true, because there are exceptions out there. You can never know. You can't define a species just on, like, you just can't. You can never be too sure. You're always gonna be wrong. You can't just judge a species just on the overall, because every individual is different. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I'd like to see more videos posted up about animals. New videos, fresh videos. Most of the videos that I see, I already know. I pretty much know everything about animals, I mean, there's still new things that I'm hearing. I mean, the one with the seal, that was new. That took me by surprise. I mean, I heard seals were able to speak, but I didn't know they can speak that clearly. That's crazy. Well, yeah, I'd like to see more videos like this, yeah. Well, peace, man.